I am warning you with the urgency of a loving father, because something serious is forming before you, and I do not want you to step into it in confusion. My beloved child, stop in this moment. Do not let your heart be pulled away by the noises outside, because this word does not come to frighten you, nor does it come to make you feel abandoned. I speak to you because I see what you have not yet seen, understand what you have not yet understood, and know the quiet movements that are trying to touch your peace. There are moments in life that must not be taken lightly, because if you ignore a timely reminder, you may have to walk through pains that could have been avoided. I am not controlling you through fear. I am keeping you through love. I do not want you to live in confusion. I want you to be awake so you can walk in the light. You have felt many times that something was not right, haven't you? A heaviness you could not name. A feeling of uneasiness passing through your heart that you quickly pushed aside. A prompting to stop. Yet you continued because you were afraid to face the truth. I placed those signals within you not as a burden, but as a small lamp on the road. But because you have been too busy, too tired, too used to managing everything by yourself, you have walked past them many times. You told yourself that perhaps you were overthinking. Perhaps it was not serious. Perhaps if you waited a little longer, everything would become fine on its own. But today I speak to you, not every uneasiness is imagination. There are times when I use the sensitivity in your heart to pull you away from a turning point that is not meant for you. What is drawing near to you does not necessarily appear as a great storm at first. Many times danger comes very quietly, through a decision that seems small, through a conversation that seems harmless, through an opportunity that looks good but lacks peace, through a relationship that gradually causes you to lose clarity, or through a habit that quietly pulls you away from me. Darkness rarely tells you that it is darkness. It often wears the clothing of convenience, attraction, temporary relief, or a promise that makes you think you will be comforted. But I see the outcome of every path. I know which door you should not open, which word you should not believe too quickly, where you need to slow down, and what you must bring into prayer before going farther. Therefore, when I call you to remain, it is because I want to gather together the scattered signs you have ignored, so you may begin to see the picture more clearly. In recent days, you have been pulled in many directions: responsibilities, worries, emotions, other people's expectations, fear of the future, and desires that have not yet been answered. That distraction has made it hard for you to hear my voice, hard to recognize the gentle reminders, hard to distinguish between what brings peace and what only brings temporary excitement. Today, I am no longer only whispering through small signs. I am speaking more clearly, so you will understand that preparation is part of protection. I prepare you not so you will tremble in fear, but so you will stand firm when what lies ahead begins to be revealed. There is a shift taking place around your life, and it may touch things you once thought were stable. It may be your work, your family, your finance, your health, a relationship, or a plan into which you have placed much hope. I do not say this so you will suspect everything, but so you will not place your safety in things that can be shaken. I want you to place your safety in me, What belongs to the world can change in a day, but my presence remains a lasting refuge for you. When you stay near me, you will know what needs to be kept, what needs to be released, what needs to be corrected, what needs to wait, and what must no longer be touched. You were led to this word not because you are more important than others, but because your heart can still hear, your willingness to remain, even for this moment, has opened a space for my light to enter. I know there are times when you want to choose temporary calm instead of facing the truth. I know you fear that if you look closely, you will see something you need to change. A connection that needs boundaries, a decision that needs to be delayed, or a path that needs to be left behind. But my beloved child, truth from me does not come to rob you of peace. It comes to free you from false calm. False calm makes you stay silent before what is wrong. True peace gives you enough courage to step away from what does not belong to the light. Do not blame yourself for having ignored the signs before. I know you were tired. I know you tried to live strongly while inwardly. Many times, you only wanted to rest. I know you became used to protecting yourself by ignoring what hurt you, because you thought that if you did not look at it, it would not grow any larger. But what is hidden does not disappear on its own. Things that are not brought into the light often continue growing in silence. Therefore, I am drawing near to you through this word to say that it is time to look carefully, not with fear, but with trust. I will not let you look at the truth alone. I will stand beside you when you recognize what needs to change. I will lift you when you must make a difficult decision. I will soothe your heart when you have to release something you once hoped for. Remember that you are not alone in this. Whatever is forming ahead, my presence has already gone before you. I am not surprised by what startles you. I am not defeated by hidden schemes. I am not confused by conversations you have not heard, doors you have not seen, or motives you have not yet discerned. My eyes are upon everything, and my hand remains upon your life. But I want you to walk with me, not ahead of me. Do not rush because of pressure. Do not agree because you fear losing an opportunity. Do not stay because you fear loneliness. Do not speak bitter words because your heart is wounded. Let me lead you by peace. In the days ahead, pay attention to the fruit each thing produces within you. What comes from me will not cause you to lose purity. What I open will not require you to betray your conscience. A person truly placed near you to support you will not continually pull you into confusion, chaos, and exhaustion. An opportunity that truly belongs to the light will not need deception in order to be fulfilled. Pray before you answer. Slow down before you enter. Let your heart become steady before you decide. I will guide you in very gentle ways. A deep peace when something is right. A persistent uneasiness when something does not belong to you. A reminder through circumstances. A door closing at the right time. Or a wise person coming to speak the necessary word. My beloved child, I do not want you to fear the future. I want you to be prepared for the future. I do not want you to suspect everyone. I want you to discern. I do not want you to shrink back. I want you to stand upright in peace. If something is trying to rise up against you, it is not greater than me. If a storm is forming, it is not beyond my preserving power. If there is a turning you need to avoid, I will shine enough light for you to recognize it. But you must stay near me, must listen. They must stop taking lightly the signals within your heart, and must let obedience become the anchor that keeps you from being swept away. Speak to me in your secret place, Father. I am listening. Please show me what I need to see. Please keep me from what does not belong to you. Please teach me to walk in wisdom. A simple prayer like that can open the clarity you have prayed for a long time. I will not abandon you halfway. I will not call you and then leave you to find your own way in darkness. I will lead you step by step. Illuminate what needs light. Close what needs to be closed. And open what truly leads to life. Be at peace, my child. This warning is evidence that I still love you, still protect you, still stand between you and what wants to harm you. So I may bring you into a season that is more awake, clearer, and covered by my unchanging grace. Before you go any farther, pause and let your heart turn toward me with true agreement. Because your agreement with me will anchor what I am doing in your life more firmly in faith and obedience. My beloved child, not every small action is small before heaven. There are simple gestures that reveal a deep inner posture, that you are willing to listen, willing to be led, willing to lay down haste in order to walk in wisdom. I do not need you to perform your faith before others, but I want you to stop long enough to acknowledge that you need me. I want you to say yes to my guidance, not only with words, but with attention, with a tender posture, with the decision not to continue according to old habits. What I am warning you about does not come to make you afraid, but to place you under stronger protection, where you learn to hear me more clearly before what awaits ahead. I need you to understand this deeply, because when you understand, you will no longer move as before. What I am preventing was never destined to define your future. It may have tried to form, may have slipped through the cracks of distraction, may have begun building a chain of consequences you have not yet fully seen. But I have already prepared a way to stop it before it grows. I will not let you enter a new season with blinded eyes and a heart pulled by pressure. I am calling you to wakefulness, because your attention, obedience, and trust will place you in a position of preservation. You do not have to fight by your own strength. Do not have to carry fear as a burden in your chest. And do not have to guess by yourself what is working against you. I am standing between you and what wants to harm you. I am the protective wall around you, the guiding voice before you, and the hand pulling you away from turns that are not meant for you. When you stay connected to me, I will redirect paths that seemed fixed. I will close doors that looked favorable but held exhaustion inside. I will slow down things you once wanted to grasp quickly, not to disappoint you, but to keep you from a price you do not yet have the vision to recognize. I will create new paths, quieter, safer, cleaner paths where your life is not pulled into dangerous cycles led by emotion, pressure, or haste. Sometimes my protection comes as an obstruction. Sometimes my guidance comes as a waiting period. Sometimes my mercy comes through a closed door. But do not quickly call these things rejection. Sometimes this is the very way I preserve your life, your peace, your purpose, and your future from what is not allowed to go with you. There are decisions ahead that may look small outwardly, but they carry consequences reaching farther than you imagine. A rushed yes, a meeting not covered in prayer, a commitment made while your heart is weak, a step taken to please others, a choice made only to escape temporary discomfort. All of these can open roads that may later take many tears to return from. That is why I am leading you now. I do not want you to choose based on pressure. Do not want you to walk according to surging emotion. Do not want you to let confusion hold your hand and sign what my peace has not confirmed. You must slow down. You must listen. You must let my voice carry more authority than the urgency around you. When you do, I will show you what should be received, what should be left behind, what needs to wait, and what must be laid down immediately. Even if something looks good outwardly, you still need to trust what I reveal inside your heart. Not everything that shines comes from the light. Not every pleasant invitation leads to peace. Not every open opportunity is a door I want you to walk through. There are things that know how to wear the appearance of blessing, yet underneath they carry bondage, distraction, and lasting weariness. I will not lead you into what destroys you. I will not remain silent when your safety is threatened. But you must honor the small voice I place within your heart. Do not dismiss it just because others do not feel what you feel. Do not deny it just because everything looks reasonable outwardly. Do not resist holy uneasiness simply because you fear having to change your plans. You have had moments in the past when afterward you wished you had listened more carefully. You remember the heavy feeling when you realized the signs had been there. The reminder had been there. The uneasiness had spoken many times. But you chose to continue because you feared losing the opportunity, feared making others sad. I feared that you were thinking too much. I do not bring those things up to shame you. I remind you so you may see that this time I am giving you another opportunity. Not so you will relive the old mistake, but so you can enter a new level of awareness, a new protection, and a more mature way of listening. This time can be different, because you are hearing me more clearly. This time can be different, because you are not walking away the moment your heart is stirred. This time can be different, because you are choosing to remain with my word instead of letting doubt pull you away. Every second you remain in my presence is training your ability to recognize my voice in your life. You are not as late as fear tells you. You are not so delayed that things can no longer be corrected. I am arranging everything right now in a way that works for your good. Even though you have not yet seen the whole picture, there are things I am removing from your path. There are delays I am turning into protection. There are connections I am purifying. There are truths I am bringing to light so you will no longer be led by the fog of confusion. Do not let doubt pull you out of this moment. Doubt often speaks in a very reasonable voice, but its purpose is to divide you from my guidance. It makes you wonder whether I am truly speaking, whether you are imagining it, whether you should simply do things your own way to make it faster. But I do not speak to make you confused, I speak to prepare you. Everything I am saying to you is rooted in love. My love does not only comfort you when you are hurting. My love also warns you when you are about to step into what is not good. My love does not only open doors, my love also closes doors. My love does not only bless, my love also sifts, redirects, and slows down footsteps heading toward danger. Trust me enough to slow down. Love your peace enough not to sell it for a rushed decision. Value your future enough not to let present pressure decide it. I am with you, standing before you, leading you through what lies ahead with wisdom. Be attentive, obey, and trust. If you stay near me, you will not only avoid what is regrettable, but also step onto a safer, clearer path where the life, peace, and purpose I have for you are preserved in my hands. You are not powerless in this situation, my beloved child, because I am giving you insight so you can recognize what needs to be recognized before everything goes too far. I will not let you stand in this circumstance like someone blind, directionless, without any voice to guide them. I am opening your eyes, not only so you can see what appears on the outside, but so you can understand what is moving behind the words. Attitude, opportunities, and connections around you. When you listen to me with a steady heart, not pulled by haste, not controlled by the fear of missing out, I will reshape what was once intended to harm you into something that makes you stronger, wiser, and steadier in your walk. There are people and situations around you that are not what they appear to be on the surface. Not every smile carries sincerity. Not every invitation carries life. Not every closeness comes from pure love. Not every shining opportunity is sent to lift you up. There are things dressed in the appearance of favor, but containing bondage within. There are people who say the right words, but do not carry the right heart. There are circumstances that initially make you feel seen, needed, and recognized. But if you step deeper without my guidance, they can take your peace, time, strength, and the clarity I am restoring in you. Therefore, I need you to look deeper than what your eyes see. I need you to listen to what my peace is confirming or warning within you. You have trusted too quickly before. You have given your time, energy, attention, and goodness to places you had not first brought before me. You once thought that because something came near you, surely it was meant to remain. You once thought that because someone needed you, you had to open the door. You once confused compassion with allowing yourself to be drained. But I did not call you to live without boundaries. I did not call you to open your heart to everything simply because it knocks. I did not call you to carry burdens that were not entrusted to you. Your kindness needs to be guided by wisdom, and your softness needs to be protected by discernment. I am calling you to pause and step back, not because I want you to live in suspicion, but because I want you to see clearly before you go farther. There are things appointed only to pass through your life for a short season, bringing a lesson, an awakening, a reminder, and then leaving. But if you try to cling to what was only allowed to pass through, it will become the source of your struggle. There are people not appointed to remain in your long journey. There are opportunities not appointed to become your main path. There are promises not appointed for you to place all your hope in. When you try to keep what I am allowing to leave, you do not keep peace. You only keep a cord that pulls you away from something better. I am guiding you now so you can discern between what is safe and what is harmful, between what comes from me and what only comes to distract you, between a connection that nourishes purpose and a connection that wears you down inside. Pay attention to what pulls your heart into haste. Pay attention to what demands an immediate answer but gives you no space to pray. Pay attention to what requires you to trade peace for approval. Pay attention to what makes you feel smaller, more tired, more confused, and farther from me. Not every wrong thing appears in a frightening form. Many harmful things come in a familiar, attractive, and seemingly reasonable form. Therefore, let me teach you to recognize not only what is obvious, but also what is subtle. I want you to protect your peace before it is disturbed. Do not wait until your heart is exhausted before asking me what is wrong. Do not wait until you are wounded before looking back at the first signs. Do not wait until you have given too much before realizing that I never told you to step that deeply. Your peace is precious. Your focus is precious. Your time is precious. What I am building within you is precious. Therefore, guard what I am restoring. Keep your heart closer to me than to the pressure of others. Let my presence be the place where you test every decision. If something cannot stand firm in my peace, you do not need to hurry into it. My beloved child, the insight I give you is not so you become cold, closed, or afraid of everyone. It comes so you can love without losing yourself. Be generous without being used. Open your heart while still having boundaries, and walk in faith while still keeping wisdom. I will show you what needs to be kept, what needs to be released, what needs to be observed longer, and what needs to be left immediately. Trust my guidance more than false guilt. Trust my peace more than outside pressure. Trust my voice more than the haste in your heart. You are not powerless. I am with you, opening your eyes, protecting you, and helping you change the outcome before what does not belong to me has the chance to step deeply into your life. What is coming toward your life is not sudden in my eyes. My beloved child, because I saw both its beginning and its ending before you noticed the first sign. What surprises you does not surprise me. What worries you is not beyond my control. What appears to be coming too quickly from your perspective has already been fully known by me. Therefore, I am speaking to you right now not to frighten you, but so you will not have to carry the whole weight of it. I am preparing a way, opening an escape, placing before you a gentle redirection so you can step aside before what is not meant for you has the chance to touch your life. You may feel an urgency rising within you, like a silent but clear call, like a prompting that makes it impossible for you to keep ignoring what you are sensing. Do not quickly call it anxiety. Do not extinguish it with busyness. Do not deny it simply because you cannot explain it in words yet. There are times when I guide you through holy uneasiness, not to make you disturbed, but to awaken your awareness. There are times when I make your heart lose peace with a plan, an invitation, a direction, or a connection, because I am letting you know that behind it lies something you have not yet seen. My guidance does not always come like thunder. Many times it comes as an inner voice, gentle yet persistent, causing you to know that you need to stop, step back, wait, or move in another direction. I am guiding you through that hidden voice, and if you follow it, you will avoid things that were meant to bring chaos into your life. Do not take lightly the feeling that you need to be careful. Do not rush because others are pressuring you. Do not agree because you are afraid of disappointing someone. Do not walk through a door merely because it opens at the very moment when you are hoping for something to change. Not every open door comes from me, and not every quick movement is a blessing. There are things that come very attractively but carry bondage within them. There are promises that sound beautiful but hide a cost too heavy to bear. There are paths that look favorable at the beginning, but take more and more of your peace the farther you go. Therefore, let my peace be the gatekeeper of your decision. I want you to understand that my protection does not always come in the form of visible barriers. I do not always build a clear wall before you, so you know you must stop. Many times, I protect you through a quiet redirection. I cause a plan to slow down. I allow an appointment to be changed. I cause a door not to open at the time you wanted. I allow a rejection to appear in order to keep you from greater harm. I let you feel that you no longer have peace with something you were once very sure about. And in the first moment, you may not understand. You may feel disappointed, confused, or even think you have been delayed once again. But my child, remember what I speak today. Not every delay is opposition. Some delays are my hand keeping you from a dangerous circle. Very soon, there will be moments when something does not go according to plan. A conversation may change direction. A person may change their attitude. An opportunity may slow down. A door you thought would open may close quietly. Your first reaction may be sadness, disappointment, or wondering why things are not flowing smoothly. But when that happens, stop before you conclude. Remember that I warned you beforehand. Ask yourself whether this may be protection wearing the form of delay. There are things you want to enter because you only see the beginning, but I have seen the ending. There are things you grieve because they leave your hands, but I know that if they remained, they would take more from you than they promised to give. I am closing certain doors not to limit you, but to preserve you. I do not close them because I want you to live in lack, but because I want to keep you from what does not fit your purpose. I do not slow things down because I have forgotten you, but because I know what time is safe, which person is right, which path leads to life, and which path only wears the appearance of favor. When I stop you, it is not a rejection of love. It is a way love protects. When I redirect you, I am not taking away your freedom. I am leading you away from what you do not yet have enough vision to recognize. When I cause a plan not to happen as you wished, it may be because I am writing a better, deeper, and more enduring plan for you. When you trust me in those moments, you will begin to see how I am working behind everything for your good. You will recognize that sometimes that looked like failure were actually rescue. Sometimes that looked like loss were actually preservation. Sometimes that looked like delay were actually preparation. Sometimes, when a door seemed to close, were actually moments when I was keeping you from a hallway leading to pain. And when you look back, you will no longer ask why I did not let that thing happen. You will thank me because I loved you enough to intervene when you did not understand, kept you close enough to warn you when you were about to step wrongly, and redirected you at the right time so chaos could not enter more deeply into your life. Therefore, my beloved child, in the coming days, live more slowly in wakefulness. Listen before answering. Pray before agreeing. Wait for peace before committing. Let the prompting in your heart be illuminated by my presence, not led by fear or haste. I do not want you to live in suspicion of everything, but I do want you to live in discernment. I do not want you to fear walking, but I want you to walk at the right time, in the right direction, and in the place where I call. Believe that my guidance is real. Believe that my warning is mercy. Believe that if I am making you stop, it is because I am protecting what is precious within you. I go before you. I cover you. And I will continue redirecting your steps away from the things that do not belong to the blessing I have prepared.